7:25, welcome in. If you're just joining us, if you are just joining, we've been talking about stress at work and how it can correlate with heart disease.
Absolutely, an independent risk factor. We're trying to identify that extra 40% we can't account for.
Well, people say that too all the time, like, oh, stress, that it's bad for your heart, but it really might be after all.
I mean, is your job killing you?
Is your job killing you?
I toyed around with.
It's an attention grabber nonetheless, but let's talk about some of those jobs.
Absolutely. So what they did is a job stress model, and this is a research model that's been around since 1979. And if you look at the graphic, it separates jobs into high control, low control, high mental strain, low mental strain.
Okay.
What I found interesting in jobs I didn't put on there that existed in 1979, telephone operator, no more. So it didn't exist. Peddler, not quite sure what that is, but that was the highest control, lowest strain.
Interesting.
So if you look in the lower right.
Okay, school teacher is on there. Okay, I figured that might be
anchor
one.
was not, nor was medical editor. So.
Doctor, do we see that on there?
It actually came into the high control, high mental strain category. But I didn't want to highlight me, it's about them.
Love
so
that.
If you look at the high mental strain, low control, cooks, assembly line workers, mail handlers, that's in that range, and that's where you get a high physical symptoms and a higher incidence of heart disease.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very interesting.
So this data is a little more solid in men compared to women.
Right.
And it turns out that control is the worst trait over high mental strain. So a job with a lower control being a little harder on you physically.
It all makes sense, right?
Yeah, it kind of does when you think about it.
It really, really does. Now, again, this is did you say 40% that's kind of unaccountable?
Correct. Yeah, so 60% are the 7 deadly sins we just talked about.
We did go over those, and you can get that online. We'll get it up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so this is a way of kind of looking at things. If you have those other traits and you're in one of those professions, it's something to think about.
Absolutely, yes. Meditation could be your friend.
It could be.
All right, Dr. Liprie, another great one. We appreciate you for this.
Thank
and
you
like
for
I
having
said,
me.
you can find this on our website, kadn.com. We are going to send it to Adam Olivier.